Hey guys, so HoYoverse or Hoyo could possibly maybe be making a more realistic game. Now, I mean, that sounds cool. Is it going to be like a gotcha game? I don't know. I don't know. It's just a rumor right now, and rumors are, up in the air, and they may or may not happen. So all we can do is only speculate about what it might possibly be. Um, But based on this concept art, we've got a giant bottle right there, just like in all classic writings. Kind of like a white tiger. But apparently it'll be based on the classic of Mountain and Sea of Shanghai Jing, the tales of Ba Sing Se, where everything is possible. So this was alleged concept art scene. Um, if you are unfamiliar with the classics of Mountains and Seas, Penguin Classics, which publishes the works described as major source of Chinese mythology, 3rd century BC to 2nd century AD, that contains a treasure trove of rare data and colorful fiction about the mythical figures, rituals, medicines, natural history, and ethnic peoples of the ancient world, which is cool. Um, Here's the cover, and when it comes to like respecting other things, uh, when they draw inspiration, you look at all the other regions and places they've drawn inspiration from, and you see it in game. They do their research, unlike some other companies who don't. But if this is a Chinese company that's stationed in China, so if they're gonna do a story, a game focusing on Chinese mythology and Chinese stories, and I kind of feel like they would do that. Um, there's this one right here. This is Genshin real life locations, and it shows like in game and what it's kind of inspired by, and it. And they got it down. I mean, the tall pillar like mountains with that fog. Because even in game, there's that bit of fog mist that goes. You can see at the top there. You know, it's one of the more cooler places in Leeway, I think, is because of how unique it is. Uh-huh. Yep. Here's another one. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So when HoYoverse does things, they really take the time and dedication to make sure that those areas that they're getting inspired by, you can look at that and say, oh, hey, I know that place in real life. And this is just leeway. I mean, obviously not as colorful as in game, but you get the gist of it. Look how beautiful that is. Like snow and Elephant Trunk Hill. China. The Lantern Festival. Lantern Rite. And you're like, oh, well, it's China. Of course they're gonna get their stuff right. Let's go to, let's see what this one is. The gate. Dragon spine. I mean, different levels to it. You got the church, or, you know, right there in the middle, right there, forefront at the top. So, again, when they do things in game, they do a lot of research when it comes to this stuff. Look at that. You know, the Star Snatch Cliff, the Isle of Skye in Scotland. I mean, that's what I thought of when I saw for the first time. I mean, like, I knew exactly what they were, you know, going for. The Golden Apple Archipelago. That should just be a permanent place in game by this point. Seriously. But as you can see, when they take inspiration, they do it well. So getting a game that's based on Chinese mythology and stuff like that from HoYo, I think that could be really fun. And it says more realistic, but it's like, what would that entail? You know, how, you know, obviously the visuals would be more realistic. It'd be running on Unreal Engine 5, which is really good, because that Unreal Engine, you know, just Unreal Engine 4 is insane. But 5, do some crazy stuff with that. But like I said, it comes down to, one of the things it comes down to is it going to be a gacha game? Is it going to be like, oh yeah, you have your, I mean, I think the thing down here, physical, no, it doesn't really say anything about, game. You know, is it going to be something like what they have now, where you have a team, where they're going to be one player focused, or, you know, it's like, again, this is just a rumor, so we're just speculating at this point. It's just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching. No, but when it comes to mythology, Chinese mythology, Japanese mythology, especially like if you see Japanese mythology with the yokai, and if you do it right, it's really, really good. China, you know, like HoYoverse, again, in China, but when it comes to the yokai in Inazuma, you know, you have your Kappa, and you have your Kitsune, you have your Oni, and you have, you know, all these variety of yokai that you would see in, you know, Japanese mythology. Even ones more, the more you know, obscure ones that are like, are the form of, you know, random everyday objects, you know, walls and umbrellas and stuff like that. But it's done with such care and respect. So I can only imagine what a game based on their own myths and, you know, texts and all that would be. I mean, if it's anything like this concept art, that'd be really cool. Because you look at this and you automatically think like boss fight. Like, this is a boss. The guy's got his sword drawn. Apparently, he's going to try to capture him in a bottle. honestly, that's just a theory about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the game mechanic. You know, you're capturing all these mythological creatures in a glass bottle, and then you can use them. They're like summons. But I can see this being like one of those things like in Genshin where, you know, this huge, powerful, mighty god, you know, challenges you to a fight, you know, during the quest. And you don't kill him, but he's just like, because he's unbeatable. He's a god. You can't kill him. But then he's like, oh yeah, just come back anytime if you want to fight again. And he just becomes like a weekly boss or something. Um, it's just the size of that thing. Jeez. That'd be fun. That'd be real fun. That'd be a real fun fight. Because I don't even think, like in Genshin, we really don't, especially if it's, I don't even think we have anything that big in game. No, wait. Not really. I don't think we do. I don't think we have anything that big in game that we fight. I mean, when we fight Scaramouche, I mean, his robot was pretty big, but it was just kind of like on the side of the stage. So it was kind of stationary. But to have something that massive on screen, roaming around, circling around, staring at you. Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be really cool. But hopefully this is something that comes to fruition because, I mean, again, they're really great at these, you know, these kinds of things, you know, with mythology and stuff like that. Um, and it would be a nice change of pace for them. You know, we've got three, you know, anime style games to have one realistic game in their repertoire would be pretty cool. Again, it just kind of makes me wonder what kind of game it would be. Would it just stick to the whole gotcha thing because that's kind of what they are? Um, but let me know what you guys think. Would you is this something you would enjoy seeing from Hoyo? Um, or would you prefer if they just stuck with, you know, their anime style things? Let me know. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.